Assalamu alaikum, dear students. How are you? I hope that all of you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome you all to the online platform of NIEBS Homeschool. This is Mahmudur Rahman, Assistant Teacher of English, Day Shift. Today, I am going to take an agriculture studies class for class 7. Our today's topic is Chapter 4, CQ Part 3. This is your lecture number 17 and HW number 16. I repeat again, this is your lecture number 17 and HW number 16. Okay, let's start. Today, I will discuss two creative questions from chapter number 4. Let's begin. This is number 3 of your sheet. Jayanta Sen cultivates different types of vegetables in his kitchen garden. His daughter Koel chose to sow some mustard seeds there in the month of Chaitra. Though the seeds were germinated, the seedlings died after a few days. But the vegetables such as snake gourd, ash gourd that her father sowed grow well. When Koel asked Jayanta Sen about the matter, he said that the knowledge of seasons about crop cultivation is very necessary. Let's see the questions. Number A, what is climate? Number B, explain that land cultivation is dependent on rainfall. Number C, describe the reasons why Koel's seedlings died. Number D, analyze the opinion of Koel's father about crop cultivation. When you will answer the questions, you have to remind the things that in A number you have 1 mark and it must be written in one sentence. In B number there are 2 marks and it will be limited in 3 or 4 sentences. C number there is 3 marks and it will be written within 12 sentences, and D number carries 4 marks that will be limited within 15 sentences. Okay, let's see the answer. What is climate? The answer is the average of weather conditions over a long period like 30 to 40 years of a particular place is called the climate of that place. Question number B, explain that land cultivation is dependent on rainfall. Answer is both organic and inorganic nutrients remain mixed in the soil. Plants can take in all these nutrients only when soil gets wet with rainfall. For want of water, plants dry up and then die. No crops grow in a land where there is no rain. That is why farmers irrigate their crop fields when it does not rain in time. Let's see number C question. Describe the reasons why Koel's seedlings died. The answer is Koel's seedlings died because she sowed the right seeds in wrong season. Mustard is a rabi crop which is to be planted during late autumn, that means in the month of Bengali months Ashin and Kartik. This period is called Rabi season. All the rabi crops require low temperature, less rainfall, low humidity and shorter days. But Koel sowed mustard seeds in a time belonging to high temperature, frequent rain, high humidity and longer days, which are quite unfavorable for mustard cultivation. D number question, analyze the opinion of Koel's father about crop cultivation. The answer is Koel's father expressed a universal fact. Crop cultivation greatly depends on sharp ideas of cultivation about planting and harvesting. However, one may easily understand the time of harvesting observing crops ripen, but plantation is not a matter of mere assumption. There is a particular period for planting particular crops. It is not that jute can be planted in winter or watermelon in the rainy season. Rabi crops, that means spring harvest, and kharif crops, that means autumn harvest, are quite different in sense that they grow in two different weathers. This is the universal law of nature. So the answer of this question should be written in this way. You can also write in your own way. Now we will try to answer another creative question. Mr. Jamil temporarily cultivates 1 hectare land in front of his home. One winter morning, agriculturist Mr. Kamrul was walking in the street. On the way, he saw Mr. Jamil carrying 2 earthen pots of date juice. Mr. Kamrul took information of Mr. Jamil's family and suggested him to cultivate potato alongside rice. Now we will see the questions. Number A, how many cropping seasons are there in a year? Number B, explain one characteristic of Kharif season. C, describe the mentioned season. D, determine the accuracy of Mr. Kamrul's suggestion to Mr. Jamil. Now we will try to answer the questions one by one. Okay. Number A, how many cropping seasons are there in a year? The answer is there are 2 cropping seasons in a year. Number B, explain one characteristic of Kharif season. The answer is one characteristic of Kharif season is high relative humidity. Humidity of air depends on the water vapor. There are high temperature and scorching sunlight in this season, which create water vapor and increase humidity. C, describe the mentioned season. That means there is a season mentioned in the question, you have to describe that. So, dear students, which season is described here? Can you guess? Let's see. The mentioned season is Rabi season. Period between Ashin and Falgun is called the Rabi season. Another name of this season is winter. Low temperature is a characteristic of Rabi season. Due to low temperature, there is also low humidity in this season. Low rainfall, less possibility of storms, less fear of hailstorms, and flood are also characteristics of this season. Fewer incidents of insects and pests infestation occur in crops, but crops need irrigation. This season has longer night time than that of the day. Okay, we will see the last question, question number D. Determine the accuracy of Mr. Kamrul's suggestion to Mr. Jamil. Let's see the answer. Rabi season is very suitable for potato cultivation. That means the temperature, rainfall, air humidity required for potato cultivation are exactly the same during Rabi season. Potato is a major vegetable of Bangladesh. In some countries, potato is a major food. In Bangladesh, potato is considered just after wheat. By increasing potato production, we can reduce our food shortage. If Jamil cultivates potato along with rice, he will be able to meet food demand of his family. After cultivating potato, some parts of the harvest can be used as food and rest of the part can be sold at market to meet families' other demands. So, the suggestion that was given by agriculturist Mr. Kamrul is accurate. So dear students, these are the answers of 2 creative questions. I think you all have understood these 2 questions and these answers very well. You can write your own answers too. Your HW number 16 will be creative question number 4C. That means this is describe the mentioned season. I repeat, describe the mentioned season. This is your homework. You will do your homework at home and submit on every Sunday from 8 am to 4 pm. Abide by your parents. Take your preparations for start very carefully. See you in the next class. Allah Hafiz.